We have fives. I'll just sit here. You're just gonna call me up anyways. You doing good? I'm doing well. Just tired. There you are. Sorry. Oh, you're fine.
Well, we have a quorum, so I'll go ahead and call the meeting to order. Looks like the first item on the agenda is to approve the minutes from the November 6th meeting. If you guys will take a look at those. If there's no changes, I'll take a motion in a second.
Second.
All those in favor? That carries,
Thought I
I
was
think.
already there.
Okay, looks like items for consideration. We have item A.
Good afternoon, Chad Meisberg, GeoBond Program Manager for Public Works. Our first item up here today is, both of these are going to be fire related. So we just have two items today. This is Fire Station 31. And of course, we are today asking for $638,000 to move forward with, this one is, so this will be for equipment and furnishings for 31, and that's out there on Rockwell, as well as an additional bay. So, whoops, do I have that right one? Or is that the next one? Let me make sure I got these right. Yeah, this is the additional bay. So when we're building the fire station here, we have a typical fixed limit of construction, what we know that we can fit within budget, and then we bid out add alternates as separate items that we're a little bit concerned that might fit outside a little bit, but still within the project scope. And with that being said, we just had this one bay, and so to add these unlisted funds to this project to build out all of our bays there. So that's our request today for that fire station.
Any questions on this request? It does look like we need to update the dollar amount. It has a period there instead of a comma.
Okay. Oh, in the memo?
Yes, in the memo.
Okay.
So I'll take a motion for this one.
Motion to approve. Second. Oh. It's all electronic.
Looks like we've got the buttons working.
Got a whole bunch.
So it's moved by Jacqueline, seconded by Linda. And that passes on to item B.
Okay, our next item is an $85,000 request for Fire Station 38, or sorry, it'll be our final request, and we've been here one other time for the same fire station for an item to do with another water tank for the volume so we get the pressure through the fire suppression. This one here is to finish out the project. We've had, since this was a project during COVID, we're still lagging through there and having that increase. So with that, to finish out the project with the furnishing, some electrical that we needed, we are asking for $85,000 today in unlisted funds for that proposition.
Any questions on this one? I don't know if it affects anything, but in the memo, again, it has a period instead of a comma.
Take care of that.
My only question, I guess, is on this type of project and on the previous one, does it cause any issues with delays for, future, fire projects or anything else as far as like other precincts that may need, other repairs or improvements?
So in the bond program itself, we have, in the proposition for fire, for every proposition, we have, well, there's a couple we don't, so I'll retract that. But for most of the propositions, we have an unlisted percentage in there, and that unlisted is exactly what, this is what is exactly to be used for. So if you have a project that runs a little short due to COVID or what have you, any kind of scenario, that you can bring in this money and then keep it going right online. So we're right on our critical path moving forward as we should.
Okay,
So-
great.
And all the other projects are just in line, so they're doing well.
If there's no other questions, I'll take a motion. Moved by Linda, second by Benjamin. That passes as well. Thank you.
Thank you.
For informational items, we have the Go Bond Executive Summary.
Okay, there it is. So this is as of the month of December. For the month, we had expenditures of $13 million. Fiscal year to date, we're right at $48 million. Total expenditures for the rolling 12 months were $116.5 million. We are right at the threshold of the 85% requirement by the IRS. In fact, as of the February report, we had met that for the 2021 sale year. 2022 is a little bit ahead of what 2021 was last year at 48%, and we're right on par with 2023 versus 2022 at 16%. There's 127.5 million remaining balance to spend in the GEO, and that is all, unless there's any questions.
Any questions? If not, we'll take a motion for the executive summary. Moved by Crystal, seconded by Jacqueline. And that passes. Is there any new business? Any items from committee members? Any citizens to be heard? In that case, I'll take a motion to adjourn. We're back on timing for our fast meetings. Thank you, everybody.